languages, we wouldn't say national languages, but yeah, a status is given, higher status is given to English and Hindi in our nation. That is for one reason. Most of the population in India talk Hindi, and a language that kind of unites the whole of India is English. That is one effective way of communication is through English, and people who know English in a better way, they can communicate in a better way, are having better success in life. They're able to go to, reach to a level where not only nationally they're recognized, but internationally they're getting their own name. So this is the places where different languages are spoken. Can I use the pointer and focus? Okay, so I'll just start. Kannada, that is my mother tongue, is spoke in this region majorly. This is Karnataka, where I come from, and then comes Hindi. You can see that most of the states in the north speak Hindi. Majority of the population speak Hindi, and that's why it's one of our national languages. And then we have Gujarati. It is this area where till here it's the coastal region. Okay, this is the western coast and this is the eastern coast. Before India got independence and there was partition, you know what's partition? Like how, Ukraine was a part of the USSR before. India was, there were different countries with India too. We had Pakistan, and then we had Bangladesh. So there were many nations which was with India at that time before independence. Okay, and then we have Marathi, that is spoken in Maharashtra. We have Konkani. Konkani is basically spoken in the small state called Goa. It has beautiful beaches and churches. And Bengali is in West Bengal, Oriya in Orissa, Kashmiri in this part, the northern part. It's a very beautiful state. It's a state that has a lot of mountains. That's because of the stretch called as the Himalayas. The Himalayas basically cover these regions in India, and that's where it's the coldest. I guess you've heard about Mount Everest, the highest mountain. So all this comes in the Himalayan region. Okay, and then we have Assamese spoken in this state. We have Missi and Daflia, which is spoken in small states, and we have Ao, which is spoken in Nagaland. We have Manipuri, which is spoken in Manipur, and Khasi and Garo, which is spoken in Meghalaya. Tamil in Tamil Nadu, Malayalam in Kerala, and there is something special about the name Malayalam, which I have given in the further presentation. I'll explain that later. And then we have Punjabi. Punjabi is spoken in this state called Punjab, and then Telugu in Andhra Pradesh. Now Andhra Pradesh has undergone, I must say, a partition into two states. Part of it is called as Telangana, and the other part is still called Andhra Pradesh. And then we have Mizo, which is spoken in Mizoram and Tripura. Okay, so this is just like a small indication of the different languages spoken in different states of India. So you can see there's a lot of variations, there is a lot of changes, and the way which the language is spoken varies from the place to place. Like the Kannada spoken in Karnataka itself has many styles. Okay, the kind of accent or the style of talking in the coastal areas is different. In North Karnataka it's different. In the southern part it's different. So one thing that helps us communicate within India would be Hindi and English. And English is one of the medium of in most of the schools. It's one of the medium of communication and teaching. So it's easier for people to know. And can we go to the next slide? A few facts about the languages, the Indian languages. Hindi, which is one of our national languages, is the second most spoken language in the world, which is ahead of English and Spanish, Bengali being the 7th most and Punjabi being the 10th most. And this is a pie chart showing how many people speak which language. Mandarin and is the first one, but Hindi or Urdu stands in the second place. Hindi and Urdu basically have the same origin. Most of the words that are spoken in Hindi are the same in Urdu as well. And can you go to the next slide? Thank you. Hindi was known as by different names during different types of its evolution. Even though the language was the same, but people called it with various names. And in its earliest stage, it was called Brahmhamsa. Okay, go to the next slide. And this is what I was talking about Malayalam. Can you spell this word from your left to your right? Like, can you pronounce Malayam? But if you read the letter again from your right to your left, it's Malayam. It's Malayalam even if you read it from the left to the right or from the left to right to the left. So such kind of words in English is called a palindrome, and Malayalam is the longest palindrome in English. Okay, so this is what. And there is a language called Sanskrit, which has its own importance and significance. And Sanskrit finds its origin in India itself. And there are villages and places in India, such as in Mumbai there is a Gujarati family that speaks only in Sanskrit, and there is a Mattur village in Karnataka where people also speak in Sanskrit. They communicate in Sanskrit, and there are different things why Sanskrit is so special. And a few of the most amazing facts about Sanskrit is that NASA scientist Rick Briggs once said that Sanskrit is the only unambiguous language in existence. Okay, and then Sanskrit is the most computer-friendly language. 14 universities in Germany offer Sanskrit as a subject. Sanskrit uses many synonyms for for each subject. For instance, there is one word as elephant in English, but in Sanskrit for the same word elephant there are many synonyms, as in the same word has different words which mean the same, synonyms. Okay, and Sanskrit is the state language of Uttarakhand, but not many people find it easy to talk in Sanskrit. And Sanskrit is supposed to belong to the same family as Latin. That is why there are many words ending in in both languages. Okay, next slide. And Brahu is a Dravidian language with its root in India, spoken by approximately 1 million people in Pakistan and Afghanistan. I was telling you that there were Pakistan and India were one nation before the partition happened in 1947. So before that, Brahu is a Dravidian language which finds its origin in India, but it's spoken by almost 1 million people. And I can say that the population of people speaking this language is really, really high. And in 1999, UNESCO declared February 21st as International Mother Language Day. International Mother Language Day on February 21st it's celebrated to commemorate the Bengali language movement in 1952. This movement, Bengali language movement, happened in a nation called Bangladesh, which was before a part of India, but now it's separated as a different nation. So this happened in Bangladesh, and for the movement and to give respect to what we say, February 21st is celebrated as International Mother Language Day. And the next one, 99%, I was telling you about this, 99% of the Urdu words have verbs that root in Sanskrit and Prakrit. Okay, so in Urdu is spoken in by most of the people in Pakistan and in a few places of India too. Okay, and then George Bush, former president of the USA, had allocated a budget of $114 million for teaching Hindi in the US. There were courses from kindergarten till the university level which were offering education in Hindi for the Indians who stayed in the US. But this, I don't know how to say this, but this budget was taken off the list when Obama became the president. So this was happening to the recent past. Okay, so all Indian scripts came from the same script, Brahmi. Writing came much later to India than to other parts of the world. Hence, both Tamil and Sanskrit have extremely strong oral traditions. So the written language, that is the script, what you write, in India, most of the languages finds its origin through this same script called the Brahmi script. So the way we write the letters in few languages is very similar. As per I know, I can say that the script in Kannada and the script in Telugu is similar, the way we write the letters. Okay, and the last one, this is my mother tongue as well. Kannada language has the second oldest written tradition of all vernacular languages of India. More than 1,000 notable writers have contributed to the wealth of the language. This is a really proud thing for me because it's my mother tongue, and there is many written works in Kannada which are really famous, and there is an award called Gnanapita Prashasti, which is given to poets and authors. Every year it's given to a poet and author in India, and I'm proud to say that Kannada poets and authors have got the highest number of Gnanapita Prashasti awards. That is, Kannada has 8 Gnanapita Prashasti awards, whereas no other language has such high number of awards. So these were a little small facts I wanted to tell about the Indian languages, and I hope I somehow conveyed it to you how English plays a role in India. And another thing, when we were going through the poem today, the geography poem, I wanted to share this. Did anyone notice that there is only one ocean which is named after a country, and that's the Indian Ocean? There is no other ocean which is named after a country. It's all named after a continent or something else. So Indian Ocean is the only ocean which is named after a country. That's India, where I come from. And this was probably because in the ancient times, or really early ages, people used to use this ocean or this route to come to India to trade their commodities, and that's why it's called the Indian Ocean. So this is my presentation about Indian languages. I hope you guys learned something or understood something out of it. Okay?
Thank you very much.